Hi, everybody. My computer. Okay, there we go. It was laggy there for a second. So, we're going to talk about the Dollhouse Miniaturia that happened this weekend. I was super excited about it. It was an awesome show. I saw a whole bunch of new people and got to see a lot of familiar faces that just made me smile. I was so excited to see everybody. Um, but enough about me being excited. Let's continue on with what I did and what I saw. So, Name Night. Name Night is a free event that happens the Thursday night before the show, and it's a club that sponsors um, a bunch of different, like, free events. Well, not only free events, but they do demonstrations, they have kits, they do a whole bunch of neat things. But for the Dollhouse Miniatura, their entire night is free. It was from 7:30 to 9:30, and they had raffle, they had free ice cream sundaes, they had Disney princesses there, and a bunch of free kits. And while there weren't many kits in the 12th scale that I work in, there were a lot of neat little kits that I saw a lot of people doing. Some of the kits that they had, well, the one kit that was in 12th scale is an Indian elbow basket. They look like that. And I got two, and one I started there, but these are so complicated to do. So I'm going to take my time and try to figure them out. Other than that, I sat through a demonstration of needle punch, and I saw a few familiar faces there. What else? Oh, I won a shirt. I won a shirt in the raffle. And I was so excited because I put my name in and I didn't think that I was going to win because that's just my luck. But I won this shirt and it says miniaturists work as little as they can. And I thought it was absolutely adorable and I was so excited. So happy I got a shirt. So that was it for Thursday night. Friday we didn't go because that's the preview show, and I think you have to be a vendor to get in. You also have to pay $25 for the entire weekend if you go to that show. But the preview is Saturday night Friday night and Saturday morning before the show opens up. So I didn't go to that. But on Saturday, we got there, and at the door where they give you your little wrist bracelet and you pay, there were these free bags that were attached to postcards that I'm not really sure. I think it was for a demonstration, but I didn't get to go to it because it cost money. They have demonstrations and classes throughout the weekend, but again, they're kind of pricey for me at least, so I'd have to spend most of my budget on going to a class. But if you look at the Dollhouse Miniatura site that is posted somewhere on this page and will probably be posted below, you can see some of the classes that they offer next year, if you're ever interested in going to. So they had these cute little shopping bags that I'll use somewhere. And I saw, who was there? Minis and Standing People and Arthur Werner, who does bone art. And I saw a bunch of new things. I saw a steampunk vendor. That was really neat. I saw, oh goodness, this man who does contemporary work. Let me see if I can find his business card. I thought it was the neatest thing. Here it is. Atomic Miniature. Michael Yurkovic. Sorry. Absolutely amazing. It stood out. It popped. It's contemporary furniture, much like you would find in a New York artist's loft, with these mod chairs and tables with wires going through the bottom, like the legs of them, and it stood out. It stood out so much in comparison to the normal Victorian or Edwardian or Georgian kind of houses that you see in miniature, and everybody kind of wants that Victorian, gaudy, Baroque almost look to their dollhouse, and then that just popped. It was like industrial, and I loved it, and I'm actually considering using some of his work in one of my future dollhouses. It was just that cool. And we sat there and talked with him for a while, so that was fun. I didn't really buy much the first day. I was kind of looking to see what I needed. I was kind of on a mission for my post office, and we're currently working on the greenhouse again. But I really couldn't focus on either of those. The greenhouse has a lot of pieces already set for it, so I didn't really buy much or thought much about getting things for the greenhouse. I think my mom bought a few pieces of wood for it, but and the post office just needs paper at this point, and that's something I could do. So I haven't really considered buying anything recently for it. That being said, I saw a lot of things for the tutor, and I'll go through and discuss in a future video what exactly I want to do with all three of those. But for now, I did buy 3 things for the greenhouse because I just thought they were too cool, and they were a very good price. And they're Templewood miniatures. They're from the UK, and their kits were very well priced. So I got light yellow Gerbera is what they call them, but they're Gerber daisies. And I thought they were neat. And just the design, they explain the science behind how their kits are designed to be built. And I just thought it was the neatest thing ever. Then I got these ivy leaves, which I'm going to use probably on the outside of the greenhouse. And I got these pink anemones. I can't pronounce it. Japanese anemones. They're beautiful. And pink's not normally my color, but I thought they were prettier than the white ones. So I got those. And the lady's name is Catherine Gray from Templewood Miniatures. And I'll put up all the information about all of these in the blog below. So that was it for the first day. We went home early. We went home early both days, but that's because I really didn't have the money to spend this year. But I did get things that I really put thought and time into, and I discussed with some people about pieces for future purchases. Actually, I was talking to Standing People Designs about a Tudor style wooden piece. So hopefully they'll come up with something. I'm supposed to get in contact with them in the future, but I'm really excited about that too, because you have to kind of network with people because they have the ability to make these things, and if you get on good enough terms with them or you put in a special request, they'll look into things for you. So I'm really happy that I've made friends at these shows throughout the years. So Sunday, the free thing I got was from, I'm gonna butcher his name, Ron Stetskiewicz. Yeah, it'll be below. I'm sorry. But he does brass work. I have a tiny dragon from him. I think I have another piece. Can't think of it. But I'm looking into getting a piece from him as well for a future project. He had these freebies. He had a blueprint of a ship, and he had a sign that I got that one. So he had them for the kids, but he said there were barely any kids at the show, so he was, go take them. And then I bought from MM Minis This is a Sussex Trug, and I swear I'm the biggest collector of her baskets. I love them so much. This one's little wooden pieces all tacked together. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's going in the Tudor in the future when I work on it at all. It's kind of in shambles in my basement, so we'll get to it eventually. And then, last but not least, I had a field day buying pieces from Mr. Arthur Werner, who does scrimshaw and bone art. And I discussed with him about doing a personal project that would be life-size. I do costuming, and I wanted something that's called a busk. It goes in a corset, and it's made out of bone. And he said that if I could get him a bone, he'd make me one. He'd make one for me. So exciting! So what I got from him were a multitude of things. I'm so afraid to touch these. They're so tiny and delicate. Okay, so we'll start off with the paper or envelope opener. Now scrimshaw is the art of carving delicately with a needle into bone and then dyeing it, and I'm sure you could look it up better, and I'll put what it's called underneath. But this is my letter opener. It's actually kind of pointy. I bought a flower scoop that looks like a whale tail, and it's so cute. I got a darning egg. I don't know how I can show it. There we go. It's so tiny, and I don't think my camera's good at all. But that's a darning egg for children's socks. And then I got a crochet hook, and he told me that somebody actually made a sweater out of one of his crochet hooks before. There you go. That's a better view of it. It's even got the hook in there. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out what I wanted from this guy. I've been dying to get a ton of his pieces forever. I have a cane by him, and I think I have a scrimshaw tooth by him. That's what it was usually done on, with whale teeth. They would carve pictures, nautical pictures into them. And then this is a comb that each of the teeth are actually sliced into, and you can kind of see. And he did the scrimshaw up here. So I absolutely love his stuff, and I hope he's back next year. He said we'll see. A lot of people I know, a lot of the people I was talking to, Minis, Mr. Werner, they said that they might not be there next year. It's been a really stressful year, with everything. So yeah, I hope to see them next year, but I have their information, I have their business cards, and hopefully I can get in touch with them, next year or something. Hopefully next year I'll have more money saved up for all of this. But Mr. Ron Stetskowicz. Oh goodness, I hate butchering people's last names. It's so embarrassing. He is from New York. Mr. Werner is from New York as well, and Minis are they're from Delaware, and her name is Monica. So I had so much fun. I absolutely loved it. I hope that maybe one year my viewers can get out to it. It's in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and they already have next year set up. It's got dates and everything, but I will post them when I do my post on future convention dates. So I hope you enjoyed this this video, and I will see you guys later.